Yeah, people, in the theme in the very beginning of this movie, 1995 Mortal Kombat, people. 1995, there's fires, all kinds of fire. There's a dragon. There's an awesome song. Boom, 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 boom. Raiden, Sonya, Sub-Zero, Scorpion. Mortal Kombat, fight. That's what's up, people. That's a hand clap for that. Just that action that only the 1995 version brings you, I think. I hadn't seen this in a while, so I had to watch it again, people. But there's lots of lessons to be learned, and most of them about Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung, big pimpin'. That's all you can say. We all want to be like Shang Tsung, but how do we do it? In the beginning of this movie, people, he's fighting a kid. And he beats the hell out of this kid. I mean, he slaps the shit out of him twice. And then he breaks his leg. He breaks his arm. He busts up his jaw. He steps on his back. And he steals his soul. It's rough, people. So lesson number one, you want to be big pimpin' and keep your confidence up high. You got to fight kids. Fight children. Find children out there playing basketball. I mean, little kids. You know, you dunk on them. You see them playing with a soccer ball. You just score all the goals. You knock them on the ground. Whatever makes you feel great and huge and awesome. You just keep doing that kind of stuff. You hear me? That's what you got to do, people. And then I think about the cast of this movie. And you got the dude playing Johnny Cage. You got Sonya Blade up in here. You got Liu Kang. And I don't think you would know the names of any of these actors, except for maybe Raiden, Christopher Lambert, right? And these characters, pretty much, if you don't know the story of Mortal Kombat, there's this other realm, this dark realm, and there's all these realms that are fighting for just the dominance of the world, dominance of the universe. And Earth, I think, lost like 9 of these tournaments, and you lose 10 in a row. I don't know why 10 is the magic number. You get taken over, pretty much. So they need the outworld people, the dark people, Shang Tsung people need to take over this tournament, win the tournament, so they can take over the Earth. And the only thing standing in the way of total dominance of the Earth are these three, right? You got Sonya Blade, who's just a hothead military person. I mean, she's in a club beating everybody up with a shotgun who didn't do anything. They're just dancing. She's beating them up with a club. And with the butt of her gun, she's beating them up in the club and just beating them all around. And she's not all that menacing. Like these three are supposed to be the best fighters in Earth, right? And I just don't see that with her character. I don't. She's pretty much a model. She's pretty much a model who is gun crazy. And then you've got an actor in Johnny Cage, and you've got Liu Kang. You have Jason Statham, Kim Kardashian, and Liu Kang looks like a hobo. You got a hobo who knows some kung fu. And those three are supposed to be saving the world, led by Christopher Lambert, who's supposed to be Chinese as Raiden. But that leads us to lesson number 2, people. Rig the game. Rig the game, because Shang Tsung should have no problem defeating these three. Should have no problem with all. You got to rig the game, people. That's what's up. When I think about Sonya, and I didn't realize this years ago when I saw the movie, but watching it recently, Sonya Blade is sexually harassed throughout this entire movie. This entire movie, by every male character, she is sexually harassed, which leads me to lesson number 3 here. Fact number 3, people, is you got to get some HR. You got to get HR department. So we're learning not just from the positive things that Shang Tsung does, that's big pimping, but also the negative things he does. One of the negative things is he doesn't have HR department, because even he is sexually harassing Sonya Blade. So that's fact number 3, people. And you got to keep yourself safe. You don't want to get Me Too'd. You don't want that next wave of Me Too to come get you. You don't want that, so you got to get an HR department so you can continue to be big pimping. I think the best actor in this movie, in 1995 version, is Kano, which isn't saying a whole lot, but I think he is. Shang Tsung lies to Kano a lot, because he gets Kano to get on board so he can get Sonya Blade there, because apparently he killed her partner. I don't think he needed Kano. He could have just morphed into, if you know anything about Shang Tsung, he has that power to morph into people. He could have morphed into Kano and then gotten Sonya Blade on a boat. Doesn't really make any sense. He lied to Kano saying he had all this money, he was going to pay him. How is he going to get his money? He's not even from that universe. Like, how would Shang Tsung have that money? Totally lying. So fact number 4, people, lesson number 4 here is you got to lie. You got to lie your way. People, you got to kind of create a perimeter of lies to continue to be big pimping. That's what you got to do. You also have here helping out this team of misfits, the hobo, the actor, and the model with a gun problem, is Katana. Katana is Shao Kahn's daughter. So he's like the big boss of Shang Tsung, right? But she's also trying to help the good guys. Now, cryptically helping them because she's trying to give them advice and she's using a bunch of riddles in the advice. The fate of the earth is at stake here, woman, and you're using all kinds of riddles. Doesn't make any sense. But Katana's here, and Shang Tsung knows that she's kind of a double agent. He knows that he's trying to help her, but Katana is able to just stay around. Stay around. No, he doesn't do anything to her. Now, he can't, like, kill her or anything because, again, she is the daughter of Shao Kahn. But he can rat her out. He can say, look, Shao Kahn, get your girl. Get your daughter, spank her, put her in timeout, whatever, but she's about to mess everything up. So, fact number 5 here, people, lesson number 5, you got to get rid of all threats. Get rid of all of them. If you've been watching that show, The Boys, Homelander, when he senses a little bit of disloyalty, they dead, and that's what Shang Tsung should have done. And then lastly, people, everyone's reign comes to an end. If you're big pimping in life, you got to be big pimping in death too. Shang Tsung knew he was going to get defeated by Liu Kang. I'm saying that hobo just had too much kung fu power, right? So he brought the spikes up out of the ground. He's doing that thing where he's towards the edge. Like there's the edge of a cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff, there are all the spikes, right? So he's at the edge of the cliff getting kicked and punched by Liu Kang, and we all know what's going to happen. We all know it's going to be an awesome death. That leads us to fact number 6, the final lesson here. The final fact here, people, you got to go big pimping in death, just like in life. And that completes the cycle of big pimping. That's what's up, people. That's great, people. Like, the graphics are obviously better in the more recent Mortal Kombats, but man, that heart that only the 90s can bring is why I still love the 1995 Mortal Kombat the best. I still love it. I give it a B+, and then the facts.